Yo, it's Wiz outdoors. My battery's gonna die. But I have to attempt to make this video. Yeah, I just came from the guitar store with my buddy Rizwan. Shout out Riz, man. If you're listening to this, you're my buddy, my bro. I appreciate you, bud. Again, no chance that he's listening to this. So I'm heading home now, and the thing is, it's raining a little bit, so I can't afford to just stop dead in my tracks like I just did there. You know. So yeah, I need to make this. It cut by mistake. I was just gonna say that I need to make this quick because my phone is gonna die soon. And yeah, just got back from the guitar store. We were there yesterday as well. We thought yesterday was today's little raffle thing. I was struggling to find that word, even though I just came from the. Yeah, today was the whole raffle thing. My homie Riz, he wanted to. Yeah, did that part make it into the previous video? Because the video did cut, and I spoke for like 20 seconds before I realized that it cut. So yeah, my buddy Riz, shout out Riz. He was like, "Yo, let's go to the guitar store / music store. They're having like a little raffle thing going on. You could win like 5,000 rand if they select you, and like 5,000 rand worth of, you know, items and stuff or whatever." So I went along with him, and it was pretty cool. Dude, it's been a while since I've been overstimulated like I just was like a couple of minutes ago. I've never seen that play. I wish it could, like all the time. I like that in kind of, you know, feeling. It was cool, dude. Like it was busy, you know. It was so cool, dude. So I should start like in a linear fashion explaining all the shit that happened. So the first thing that happened was I saw a drummer, and I was like, I should head home actually because my phone is gonna die. I saw a drummer like packing up like a drum kit that he bought, and he was like pretty young too. So I was umming and ahhing about it for a while, dude. Like Riz was trying to buy some interface. He was like pair between interfaces, and then I was just died. So I'm gonna attempt to do this properly. It's on the charger now. And yeah, left the guitar store with homie. It was cool, dude. Packed, just a very warm musical environment. You know, it was a raffle thing, so a majority of people were there to, you know, stand a chance at winning 10,000, not 10,000, but 5,000 rands worth of, you know, the item of their choice, I'm presuming. Yeah, my homie basically like dragged me there. I wasn't gonna go actually, cause I don't know. I don't really care for that kind of thing. So he dragged me along, and I thought he was just gonna enter, but then he was like, "Yo, dude, you should sign up as well." I was like, "Okay, I'll sign up too." That doubles our chances, right? So I'll sign up. Dude, like had I won, I would have just, you know, gave him the 5,000 thingamajig, because I don't really care to own anything right now, like music wise at least. Like I've gotten rid of a lot of my gear, and like fallen out of love with a lot of my guitar stuff, a lot of my guitar gear. Because I've kind of focused my efforts towards developing my own gear, you know what I mean? So I've taken a step back from guitar, and that's a bit evident because I haven't posted a whole lot on my main channel. So A huge reason why that is because I'm kind of like embarrassed to show face. I think I've spoken about this before. Kind of embarrassed to show face right now. I kind of want to, post a bit more on my, I want to post on my main channel once I've completely developed a Cape Coastal reverberator, because there's a couple of people waiting on me, and I don't want to let them down or give them the impression that it's not happening. It's happening, dude. It's happening. And yeah, it's underway. So yeah, I digress type stuff. We were at the guitar store. It was awesome. Yeah, the first thing I kind of want to talk about is the drummer thing. So we enter. My homie Riz, his full name is Rizwan. Shout out Rizzy, my homeboy. Again, chances of him listening or hearing this are next to nothing, if not nothing already. So we're in the store. He plays bass, right? So he's checking out some interface, like he's a beginner bass player. So he's checking out some interface, some audio interfaces. He's checking out some headphones and stuff. And he's quite, I mean, rightfully so, because you're gonna make a purchase here, and this stuff is not exactly cheap, So he's quite zoned in on the products and stuff, as opposed to the ambiance of the store, and just like what's happening. Dude, so much was happening. So much was happening. He was just preoccupied with trying to buy his items, and I get it, because you want to pay attention when it comes to this sort of thing, because you're spending money here, right? He's got his head like just wrapped around the products that he's looking at, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, dude, there's a dude over there. He's packing some drum kits. This dude could have this dude could have bought a drum kit before we came into the store, and he's packing it and he's getting ready to take it to his car and leave forever, possibly. And we both know that we need a drummer. Yeah, we're not exactly a band just yet, but a drummer would. I feel like having a drummer just in the chats, and just having a drummer in the mix, dude, would. That's my mom calling. Hold on. I was gonna say that having a drummer in the mix would definitely make or break whatever this little back and forth, little uncertain, relationship that the three of us have. Yeah. So yeah, I'll finish the story. Let me just attend to family matters quickly. I'm back, and I'm aware of this, dude. I'm aware that having a drummer could just make or break whatever this little relationship is. And then on top of that, it would be great to have a drummer, right? So I'm eyeing him, no diddy, like I said in the previous video. I'm eyeing him the whole time. My homie Rez is trying to like ask me questions about the interface, because he's new to like music gear and stuff, like relatively new. So he's asking me about the knobs and stuff, and the controls and the parameters. I'm like kind of giving him half-baked answers, because my concentration is over there across the store. Across the store. Yeah, just trying to make sure that this dude doesn't leave forever. He packs one of the boxes up, he picks it up, and he leaves and gets out of the store. And I kind of want to, and I follow after him. This was like after like 8-10 minutes of me just keeping my eye on him, keeping my eye on a drummer who could potentially play, or like just jam, or I don't like that word, but who could play in a band of ours, So I'm keeping an eye on him. He packs one of the boxes, he leaves after like 10 minutes of me just keeping my eye on him. And I kind of, because in that 10 minutes I was kind of shy. I was hoping that Riz could accompany me in talking to him, because sometimes I just get very shy around people. So yeah, he packs one of the boxes, he leaves, and then I guess I kind of just try to follow him But then I don't do that in time. So by the time I'm out of the door, he's out of my sight. And I kind of just come back into the store and stand by one of the boxes that he was packing because it wasn't all of the boxes. So I was kind of hoping that that was one of his boxes and not just a box in the store. So I stood by that box. Riz and I were standing by that box because it's close to the teller, to the counter. And yeah, he's just chatting about his headphones and his interface, dude. And I'm kind of just like not really paying attention because I'm kind of waiting for this drummer to come back in. A few minutes later, he comes back in. He picks up the box that I suspected was his. He grabs it. He goes to his car. This time, I make sure to like follow him in time, just so that I can see where he parked. He leaves the store. I leave the store. He goes around the corner. I go around the corner. He's with his like a peer of his, and he's wearing a Fender shirt. His peers wearing a Fender shirt, so I presume that he's working for the store. They're loading the boxes in the car, and I awkwardly approached them. I forgot exactly what I said, but I said, you know what I did? I was standing far away enough that it didn't really seem like I was trying to get their attention, but then I moved close enough that it'd be weird if I didn't say anything to them because it would seem dodgy. Like, why are you this close and you don't have anything to say? So I was kind of forced to spit out what I wanted to say. You know, it was kind of those weird things where you walk into a room and you can't just leave. You have to explain why you walked in the room, even though you're nervous to do so, or you're shy, or you're awkward, or whatever. So I kind of awkwardly approached them, and I forgot exactly what I said, but it was just a mess, dude. I wasn't direct. I kind of just, weaseled my way to making it clear why I approached him to begin with, right? So they were loading the drum kit in the car. And yeah, I forgot what I said, but I eventually kind of made it clear. I was clear that I was interested in, the drumming. I guess I asked him. I was like, "Yo, dude, are you based in Bloemfontein?" Because I saw that the car's number plate was a Gauteng number plate. So I asked him. I'm like, "Dude, are you based in Bloemfontein?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm based in Bloemfontein." And I asked him another question. I forget, dude. I forget. Like, it was a crucial question. Like, yeah, I asked him, "Is this stuff yours?" And then he says, "No, it's not mine. It's the gentleman's." I look to my right, and it's like this old dude, this old black dude. you know, I was like, and then at that point, I was like, wow. I don't know. I had to make it clear that he was black, but he was black. He was like a dad. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. He was like some dad, some uncle, right? And I go, wow, that's over. I guess I kind of have to make my intentions clear, have them have like a little bit of a laugh, and then yeah, at this point I'm like, okay, guys, have your little laugh. I was trying to see if the gentleman here that I approached drummed, and it's apparent that's not the case. You just working in the store and you're helping one of the gentlemen who bought a drum kit load the drum kit in the car. So I say, yeah, I was just trying to shoot my shot and see if you drummed or whatever. And his homie with the Fender shirt, he goes, "Yeah, this dude is sick." And then I was like, "Wait, what? What do you mean he's sick?" And then he says, "Yeah, I drum a little bit." I was like, "Oh wow, so you actually do drum." It just so happened that you were carrying this guy's drum kit, but you drum as well. So that's incredible. And I chat him up. I'm like, "Yo, dude, yeah, I ought to hear your stuff. Just send me, like, give me your number." I asked for his name. He's like, "Yo, my name is so and so. His name is Dan." Yeah, you're not gonna find him just off of his name. It says his name is Dan. I'm like, yeah, dude, my name is Wutume. Dudes call me Witters. It's my alias online, my rap name, my street name, type shit, you know. Yeah, gives me his number. And it turns out he was working in the store as well. Yeah, I think I made that clear. It turns out that he's working in the store, but he's working for today only because it's a special kind of day. It's a raffle thingamajig where the store is incredibly packed compared to how it usually is. You know, so I guess they hide staff for a single day. And yeah, it just so happened that he drummed. So yeah, I got his number, went back into the store. He was actually in the store doing stuff. And there was a point where he was drumming away at one of the electric drum kits that were in the store. And I thought that was kind of cool. So I went back to my homie Riz. I was like, buddy, I did it. We're in there, you know. So that was cool. But my homie wasn't hella excited. Like I said here, he was just occupied with his headphones and his interfaces and stuff. But even after the fact, even after like he purchased his stuff, I kind of dragged him to go have a chat with Dan. And the chat was alright. But after that, my homie wasn't super excited about him. He even went as far as to say, yeah, man, he's not the one. He's not the one. He's a bit young. Because I remember during the chat, my homie asked how old they were, and they were like, yeah, we're 18 and stuff. And my homie and I were like 23, 24. That's not bad. In fact, funny enough, like the day before, yesterday, my homie and I were talking. It's funny, dude. It's almost like, but I don't want to say it's fate or whatever because this could potentially fall flat. But just the day before, we were joking about how silly it would be if we had like some super young drummer in a band of ours. You know, we were being silly with the hypothetical. I was asking, I was like, dude, would you be in a band with like a 12-year-old drummer, like prodigy drummer, or like a 9-year-old drummer? And he was like, nah, I wouldn't do that. You know, I was all for it. So just so happens that the very next day, we're met with a similar kind of, you know, circumstance where we meet like a comparatively young drummer. And yeah, I don't think they were too young. I didn't think they were too young. But yeah, it turned out they were young. They're still in high school and stuff. And again, we're 24, 23. So yeah, it's funny how that came about actually. So yeah, that was the one thing that happened in the store. Another thing, yeah, I was just very overstimulated in there, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was very overstimulated. I saw some. I saw some girls that I wanted to talk to in there that were like around our age. I'm presuming they were fly too, like just the way that they put themselves together. They were fly. They were in alignment with a lot of the aesthetics that I'll see on the net and I'll fuck with, you know. I just didn't talk to them. They walked out of the store and I watched them walk out of the store. I watched them walk out of the store. And then I had the nerve to get out of the store and look for them like 30 seconds after they left. But to be fair, I can't, it's possible that I would have approached them and I would have fallen flat and I would have been embarrassed. But I'd rather regret that than regret not acting. You know, it's like the saying goes, I'd rather regret the things that I've done than things that I have not done. So yeah, some shorties walked out of the store. Some really well put Yeah, really well put. I'm talking like the dark aesthetics, man. I don't want to call it goth. I don't want to call it emo, cause but because it wasn't extreme. It was just well put together, you know. And they walked out the store. Watched them walk out the store. They were there. They were there. There was like a little circle around the one of the ladies who was working at the store, facilitating the whole raffle thing. So the raffle was happening. Everyone was there. Like dozens of people were in the store, just listening to see if they qualified or if they won the 5,000 prize, whatever thingamajig, coupon prize, whatever. I didn't really care about that kind of thing. Yeah, she was among the people. Yeah, she walked out. She walked out. She walked out, buddy. She walked out. I need to stop doing that, dude. I need to take action. I can't keep doing this. I need to take action if I feel like something is bothering me. And I knew what I wanted to say to her. I would have been like, "Yo, sis, were you participating in the raffle as well?" She would have been. She most probably would have said yes, and I would have asked her like, what were you hoping of? What was you hoping to win? And she would have most probably said like some guitar or some bullshit. Yeah, guitar. She looked like a guitar type girl. But I didn't do that. I did not do that, man. Yeah, but like I said, it would have most probably fell flat because she's the type of girl to just not like fuck with a dude like me. I don't know. I'm just too cool for a lot of these girls, man. So yeah, that's me comforting myself, low key. Yeah, it wouldn't have gone anyway. She didn't look like she was friendly. She did not look like she was friendly, dude. But looks are deceiving, bro. So yeah, that was another thing that happened at the store. That was notable. And then the third thing, I feel like I'm gonna wrap up the video soon. My guitar builder was in the store. I didn't expect to see him, but I should have expected to see him because upon arriving at the store today, I realized how big of a deal this whole event is. So I should have anticipated that someone I recognized was going to show up to the store. He was there demoing some very genty, very metal guitar. He was playing the instrument. You know, hella cool, hella metal. You know, so he was behind me. I did not approach him because I'm embarrassed, dude. I'm embarrassed because I don't know if I told this story on the video on the channel, but I essentially paid for services, but I never, finished them up. I haven't sent them the necessary funds or whatever to finish it up. So I've been like radio silent, just hoping that he forgets about me until I acquire the necessary funds to, finish that up. So he was right behind me, like a couple of feet or a couple of meters away. I shouldn't say feet. Should not say feet. A couple of meters away from me. Just talking to one of the people working in the store. And yeah, I did not approach him. Took a little 1 second video of him while he was playing guitar, but yeah, I did not approach him because I'm embarrassed. Yeah, just a very overstimulating hour or so in the guitar store. You'll remember the day before. Well, I didn't make a video about this, but I made a community post the day before. Some sister was there with her mom, I'm presuming, and babies of hers, and I'm presuming. And she was there. The store was pretty empty at this stage. She was there, sat on the stool, just finger picking away on the Strat, and it was very relaxing. It was kind of like a picnic type thing in the guitar store. It was weird. So yeah, just go through my community posts. You'll read the thing there. She was playing some familiar songs. It reminded me of how different our taste of music can be, despite us being united by our love or interest in guitar. So I thought it was very warm what happened there yesterday. and yeah, followed up by an incredible day today. And yeah, video cut again. My emotions were still are all over the place, so it was crazy. It was funny. There was a point where we were in one of the rooms at the store, and yeah, like I said, my homie Riz was just inquiring to me about a lot of this stuff. Like he was looking at the headphones, the interfaces and stuff. And there was a guy, in the room who looked like he worked there. He didn't work there. So my homie Riz, I approached him. He was like, "Yo, yeah, do you guys have like this stuff in stock?" He's like, I don't work here, because he looked like he worked in the store. He was wearing like all black, like similar to how the workers were wearing all black. He had like the hair, long hair. You could have sworn he was like a rocker of some sort. He looked a bit nerdy, like how people in guitar stores kind of look, or like how workers in guitar stores kind of look. So my homie asked him, "Do you guys have the chat went on for like a minute before the chat went on for about a minute before my homie kind of asked him if the stuff was in stock." Because the dude was giving advice and like input as if he worked in the store. He was giving very legit advice. Yes, anyone with knowledge about interfaces could and headphones could give you that knowledge, but he was providing it, and he was wearing like a tie that looked like a worker's attire, and he had the whole look down, So my friend asked him, "Yo, yeah." So yeah, that whole exchange was funny. That's why I said, dude. Like, I wish the guitar store could just be like that throughout, And yeah, in the future, I have to make it happen, dude. In the future, I need to get involved in the music scene in my city, man. I said this ages ago in one of the very, very old videos that I want to establish some kind of music scene in my city. And yeah, I just want to get involved, dude. Because I daydream of scenarios where I'm just collaborating with a lot of these stores as a means to, develop more engagement, more community, more activity in the stores and all of that, similar to today, even if it's at my expense or whatever. At this stage that I'm imagining all of this, like funds won't really be a huge deal for me, So I'll be giving like a lot of these guitar stores, like I'll be sponsoring them essentially, not for any sort of benefit, but any sort of financial benefit, but to keep the spirit alive, I loved it, man. I loved it. It was cool. It was really cool. Really cool, dude. Oh my god. It was incredible. So yeah, that was my time at the guitar store today. It was pretty cool. Pretty nice. Pretty exciting. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.